Could you date someone that lives with his parents? Let's talk. This is a tricky one because usually I would say no. I can't date a guy that lives with his parents, right? And up until 2, 3 years ago, I would say no. I can't date a guy that lives with his parents. But the way things are going, the way the world is going right now, I look at how expensive it is to live, like how expensive it is for rent, utilities, everything. And I feel like I wish I still live with my parents. I wish like I was still with them and live with them, because that would make things in my life so much simpler and so much easier. So I also think it depends, whether it's male or female, it does depend as well. Because if the person lives with their parents, you have to also think you won't get any privacy. Would you then go to them and feel comfortable spending the night there, or having sex with that person, or being intimate, whatever, with that person, knowing that they're, as an adult, they're under the same roof as their parents? And for me, that would make me uncomfortable. But in saying that, I've had my own flat since I was like 18. So the option never really arises, because I've always had my flat. Not that I bring people home to my flat, but I've always had my own flat. And I've never dated someone that lives particularly with his parents. My exes all have their own place, whether they own it, lease it, or rent it, but they've always had their own place. Now I find the younger generation, especially in Europe, most of the men or most of the ladies do live, I know this by fact, they still live with their parents, because it's like their parents are elderly and they live with their parents, they help their parents out. But also it's so expensive to go and rent somewhere when you could just stay at home until you're married. You probably move out. But I think it also depends on the person. I would not be bothered dating someone now. I wouldn't be bothered dating someone that lives with his parents if he's under 35. If he's older than 35, no way. No way. Not at all. I can't date somebody over 35 that still lives with their parents, because I feel like that element of privacy, that element of that element of intimacy, that element of aloneness, well, that comes under privacy. But I would want us to just be chilled without his parents there, or parents want to talk to you or whatever. So I don't think I could actually do that part for anyone over 35. Not that I'm looking to date anyone under 35. But I think it depends on everyone. Everyone needs, or what they like or don't like, always depends. And it also depends on the person you are, or the person you're planning to start a relationship or build a relationship with. So that's my point of view. I do want to hear from you guys. I want to get involved in the conversation. So would you date a man or a woman, depending on your sex, whatever? Would you date a man or woman that lives at home, still lives at home with their parents? Would you be in a relationship or date a person that still lives at home with their parents? Let's talk.